You as a person have got a job and a power. It's a great gift to be able to transform whatever emotional, physical information you get from your environment, people around you, your family, your friends. It's your duty to look after yourself and to take on this luggage and transform it into something either positive or negative. Sometimes you don't have the equipment or the courage or the potential. Validate the messages you get from family or friends or complete strangers and analyze what's going on. So you don't need to be Freud to put it down to a piece of paper perhaps and analyze things, intellectualize things before digesting them and taking them in too personally. Take some time every day and write down the matters, the things that bother you. Put them down to paper and then make a list of things you want to change. And a great thing to do is to write a list of things you want in life, your wish list, and then compare it to what you are actually doing, what you should be doing to get there and what you are doing. It's not so attached to emotional burdens and other matters that could bother you. You could write them down and ask for guidance in prayer. Just meditate upon them and think about them. This is like a gymnastic routine or a facial yoga routine, skincare routine for yourself. Your emotional skin, you look after it in the morning and last thing at night. Last thing at night is important because it's the last thing that you remember from the day. And because you're going to sleep, you're going to digest this without even trying. So your subconscious mind is gonna work on this for you. And that's the magic of having a great human mind. You can do marvels, you can push boundaries so far, so much further than you think. And I invite you to do that. I also invite you to write down who you want to be, who you are. And this is a great Kickstarter for the year. But it's also something you can do in September, in November, in March, April, whatever. You don't wait until it's December to start believing in yourself. Now, everybody has goals. Everybody's different according to your path, according to what you've done, what you've believed in, what you allowed yourself to believe in. If you're 20 years of age or in your 20s, you might have more spiritual energy because you have more faith in yourself and you have a clean sheet in front of you. Some people, when they age, they just lose purpose and they lose their sense of being. Some people increase it with life experience, and everybody's different. And I say, as long as you're alive and you've made it so far, you should pat yourself on the back and congratulate yourself for being there. Because many things that probably happen to you, unless you're extremely privileged financially and socially, many things probably happen to you and you survive them all. So it's important to love yourself as well as respecting yourself and respecting other people. It's extremely important to respect your environment because somehow you reflected in that environment and you need to respect not everybody who messes with you, but to respect people. And another thing I recommend is to actually join perhaps a charity. Charity work is very rewarding. Another important thing for me is the setting of boundaries. If you don't do that, you're likely to be trampled upon a lot. You need to constantly remind people around you that you're not an object. You're not to be taken for granted. You need to explain lovingly, firmly, depending on the person. You need to be setting up boundaries so people know that you don't like this in your life. You don't really want to tolerate any more stress or that level. And it's perfectly acceptable. Women are brought up to sort of take on tasks. Nobody wants to be a doormat. So again, set up your goals and enjoy the journey throughout your life, and enjoy discovering every step of the way. Enjoy being who you are and learning every minute, every month, every year, growing closer to yourself. And ask people to understand your value. Ask them, and if they don't want to, they're not worthy of being in your life. It's really that simple. You can be with a wonderful man, you can be living with the parents, and they love you, they care for you, but if you don't ask them, and if they keep abusing your kindness, if they keep taking from you without giving back, there is something wrong. And the beautiful thing is you can also carry on learning about the other person. You learn about yourself, and you also learn about the other person in any relationship, work, family, romance, friendship, no matter how many years. It's the same for yourself. You're always learning about yourself. It's a beautiful, beautiful journey, and sometimes difficult, but you have to do it. So I wish you all the best for this year and for the year to come, and I wish you to be in love with yourself more than ever.